Good day, traders. Welcome to another video of our YouTube channel, right? So on this video, I will be directing on how to use the breakout scalping indicators, right? So as we all know, on each and every system or a robot, right? Initially, it has its own trading rules, trading strategies, trading indicators, right? So without the waste of time, I'm going to direct and I'm going to talk about indicators that we use in the breakout software, right? Remember, this system operates on each and every currency pair, indices, and cryptocurrencies. We use 1 hour time frame to trade this system, right? So on my left hand side, we have the indicators that we use, right? We have ADX, RSI, CCI, OSMA, we have ATR and WPR. These are all indicators that indicate the strength of the market. They indicate the direction of the market. They indicate the pressure from buyers and sellers, right? So this is where we can evaluate whether we are going for a bullish direction or we are going for a bearish direction. So in this example or in this case, as you can see, we all have red indicators, right? We have 3 blocks. So each block must be red if we are going to sell. If all the blocks are red, it simply means the market is going on a bearish direction or sell momentum. And if all these are blue, if all the blocks are blue, it simply means the market is going on a bullish momentum or a bullish direction. So before you sell or before you buy, you must make sure that the indicators, they are confirming with your direction of your entry. If you are going to buy, make sure that all the indicators are blue. If you are going to sell, make sure that all the indicators are red. Right? We have 8 indicators. So all the indicators, they have their own meaning. All the indicators, they include the strength of that pair, the strength of that index, or the strength of that cryptocurrency. So in order for us to know whether that cryptocurrency is strong or weak, all the indicators are the ones that show us or give us a clear information or a clear confirmation of the direction of that pair. Okay, remember, indicators are used by technical analysis traders, right? So if you are a technical analysis trader, you know that indicators, they are very good in terms of relative strength, in terms of correlations, in terms of momentum, and all of those, right? So this is our first indicators of the system, right? And then secondly, we have what we call the Fibonacci retracement. So Fibonacci retracement, the main use of the Fibonacci is to identify the key levels of the support and the resistance levels or zones. We use the Fibonacci retracement to identify the supply and demand zones. Okay, as we all know that on the Fibonacci, you will have your 0%, right? 0%, 23.6%, we have 38.2%, and then we have 50%, we have 61.8%, we have 76.4%, and then we have 100%. Initially, in this case, this is US30. We are looking at US30, right? As you can see, 0% is on top, and then 100% is below. So it simply means if 100% is at the green zone, the green zone represents the support level or the support zone or the demand zone. At the green zone, this is a level where we expect the market to go on a bullish direction, bullish momentum, or a buy trade. So technical analysts and price action traders, they will tell you, we buy low and then we sell high. So in this scenario, technical analysis or price action traders, they will look for buy opportunities at the level of support. Support level, this is where we buy, right? And then the red color on top at 0% represents the resistance level. As you can see on our analysis, right? The market started selling up until this level. When the market reached this level, the market started selling. Reason is the market was at the resistance level or the supply zone. This is the supply zone where we expect the market to go on a bearish direction or a sell direction. So when the market is at this price action traders, they will tell you we sell high, meaning that at the highest point, highest bidder, this is where we expect the market to go on a drawdown. This is where we sell. This is where we look for sell opportunities. Now, the system will give you this indicator of the Fibonacci. In order for you to know where the support level is at and where the resistance level is at. If you don't know how to analyze, or if you don't know how to identify your level of support and your level of resistance, the system will automatically give you these setups or give you these levels. As you can see, the system gave us our level right here. This is our support level, and then this one is our resistance level. The reason why we can say the system is correct is because, as you can see, the market retested the same price over and over again at the resistance, and then it started selling. The reason why this is a strong resistance or a permanent resistance is because there was 2 or more touches at the same zone or at the same price over and over and over again up until the buyers lost momentum and the sellers were in control. The system will come with the Fibonacci retracement. Fibonacci retracement, we use it as our entry points. We use it to identify the support and the resistance, and then we use it as our exit points. For example, if you sell at 0%, you can take your profit at 100%. Price action traders, they know. If you buy at 100%, you can take your profit at 0%. Initially, when the market moves from the resistance, it must go to the support level. If the market moves from the support level, it must go to the resistance level. The market will always respect the support and the resistance level until there is a change in price or the change in zone. For example, if the market breaks below the support level, it will no longer be the support level, but simultaneously it will change to our new support, to our new resistance level, right? If the resistance level gets broken, if the market breaks above the resistance level, it will automatically change. It will no longer be a resistance level, but it will be our new support level, right? But in this case, since that the market is still respecting the resistance level is still holding, it simply means this is a strong resistance level, right? Remember, your indicators, we have 2 types of indicators by the system. We have the technical analysis indicators, the ADX, RSI, CCI, OSMA, ATR, WPR. All these indicators, they include the strength of a pair. If they are all red, we are going to sell. If they are all blue, we are going to buy, right? And then we have the Fibonacci structure. Fibonacci, remember, we sell at 38.2, we buy at 61.8. These are the main levels where we have accurate entries, right? And then 50% is the retracement level or a pullback level where we expect the market to create a pullback. As you can see right here, the market kept selling, but right here it created a pullback, went up above 50% and then came back down, right? This is an example of US30. Now moving on to another index, just to look for another example, we are gonna check Nasdaq, right? Also on Nasdaq, we have a sell entry. Remember, most of the time, US30 and Nasdaq, they move at the same direction most of the time or majority of the time. If Nasdaq sells, US30 will sell. Although they will differ when it comes to the strength of the spread, right? Sometimes Nasdaq might be slow than US30. US30 might move fast than Nasdaq, right? Now this is Nasdaq. Also, as you can see, the relative index, they were telling us that the market is red, meaning that it's going for a sell. And then as you can see right there, we sold at the resistance level, right? So the market respected the resistance level, and then the software gave us this level of resistance. As you can see, we are at the red color. Red color simply represents the resistance level, and the market kept on selling up until it reaches our what? Our target, right? Or our target price. So this was Nasdaq. Also, Nasdaq hits our target, right? The third indicator. Remember, we talked about the RSI indicators and all of these technical analysis indicators, all of them, right? There are 8 indicators included in one system. Then we talked about the Fibonacci. Now we're gonna talk about this indicator of a sell entry. Now the third indicator is our sell and buy indicator, right? Which will show on your screen of your software, right? Or the screen of your chart, right? So if you see the sell entry, it simply means now this is the third confirmation of your indicator provided by the system. Okay, and then let's check German 40. Today I just want to make an example of indices and just to see how indices are performing when we are using this the breakout scalping software. All right, today we are not looking at currency pair, we are just looking at the indices. Also, let's check at German 40. German 40 indicators were red, and then we had a sell signal. Also, same thing, we had a signal at the what? At the resistance level, showing us or proving us that the market is going on a drawdown, or the market is going on a bearish momentum or direction. And also it has hit our target at close to 50%. So initially, if you sell right there at the resistance, you can take your profit at 50% most of the time, because 50% it is where we expect the market to change direction or continue on the same movement. If you buy at 0% or at the support level, you can take your take profit at 50%. Price action traders, they know this, right? Now let's look at the last index, which is, you can look at the FRA 40, which is France 40, right? Just check the German 40 now, US 30 and Nasdaq. Now let's look at France 40, right? And make sure that when you're using the system, you are using it on a 1 hour time frame. Always use 1 hour time frame. Although a lot of traders, they are using 15-minute time frame, but I won't recommend 15-minute time frame, because the higher the time frame, the more money you can make, the more consistently that time frame is, right? So we expect consistency. So if you want to be consistent, always use a higher time frames. Small time frames, they can be good, but majority of the time they are not always accurate, right? There's a 50-50% chance that you will be consistent. But when it comes to a higher time frame, you know that the consistency is 100%, right? Now this is our last example. As you can see right now, the indicators are not really all of them, they are not really all of them are not red, right? Meaning that the one below of 66.14, it's still blue at 83.41%. They are all blue, meaning that the buyers are still in control. Now we have to wait for this block, the last block, to also be red, so that initially we're gonna take the sell trade, right? And then the sell trade was at the resistance level, as you can see on our red color, and then we had a confirmation of a sell entry right there, and our target will be at 61.8. Initially, if you sell at the resistance, you can take your profit at 50%, right? So this was our last example of the index. So we looked at France 40, and then we looked at US 30, we looked at Nasdaq and German 40, and we can see that all these indicators are very consistent. All of the signal is very consistent. Now lastly, we can look at gold, since I have been receiving a lot of inquiries about gold. How is gold performing using the system? How is the system performing on gold, right? Because gold is also another pair that is very crucial, another pair that is quite very amusing and very nice at the same time. So let's see how is gold performing on the breakout scalping signal, right? Remember, 1 hour time frame all the time. We don't change time frames. We don't change any time frame. We just focus on 1 hour time frame. Now we're just gonna look at the last pair, which is gold, just to see, because on this video I'm not going to look at currency pairs. On the previous video I've looked at currency pairs, and you can see that even on currency pairs the system is very consistent. So yes, you can use the system on currency pairs and indices. And also I will be making the third part of our video. I will be making it about the cryptocurrencies. Those who are trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, those who are trading all the Bitcoins and USDT, all those cryptocurrencies. I will be making an example about them, right? Using the same system that we are checking right now. Remember, always adhere to 1 hour time frame is very consistent, very good. Remember that the more chances that you see, the higher the time frame, the you'll be making profits almost each and every day. Yeah, definitely. There we go. This is gold. Now, gold, all the indicators are blue, as you can see. But now the only problem or the only disadvantage we can have is that on gold, we have a signal at the resistance level, of which will make it very difficult for us to enter this kind of a trade. The trade is at the resistance level, and then the buy signal is right there at the resistance. So this kind of a trade we don't normally take. But as you can see, the trade moved very good from this position going up until it reaches the target. So the entry was very good. If you took this trade, you were going to make at least 1,000 to 1.5 pips on this trade initially, right? So this trade was also good, but based on our trading rules, we don't buy at the resistance. We avoid trading at this price. But looking at the movement on gold, you can see that the buy entry was there, and the market respected that buy entry up until it hit our what? Our target. Now, looking at all these indices and gold, you can see that the system is very consistent. From this level up until it reaches that level was a good entry. Right? So remember, respect the rules, adhere to the rules. The system is 95% accurate. Can use it on currency pairs, indices, cryptocurrencies. Can use it on MetaTrader 4 only, and then you can use it on each and every broker of your choice, whether international brokers or local brokers. So I hope this information will play a huge role on your trading career, and those who are using the system, good luck, and make sure that you adhere to the trading rules. Make sure that you follow the strategy 100%.